Here we have the all-new 2025. This is the Lexus RX 350 Hybrid. In Canada, this is the Executive Package in Nori Green. You look at that color, that really nice metallic that they have in that green color. So in this one, you're going to have the 21-inch alloy wheels. These are what's called the high alloy wheels on the Lexus website. It's going to have the painted fender wells, painted to match color mirrors and door handles. You get the 360 camera with the lights under the mirrors. It's a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine with the 2 hybrid motors. And as we look down here, you're going to have your front camera washer. It has the heated emblem because your dynamic radar cruise control is in behind that. Triple LED headlights with the advanced high beam system. You get the fog lights, parking sensors. It has the side sensors here for your automatic parking system, so it'll parallel park back into a parking stall, etc., and even pull you out of the stall. Give me one. Engine-wise, so you do have the electric motor here, and then the gas engine on this side. So they work kind of in tandem together. When you're accelerating, they're going to accelerate together depending on how hard you hit the gas pedal. And then when you're slowing down, it's going to use that same motor to charge the battery back up. Now, with it being a hybrid, should you ever need to boost the vehicle, you're going to have this little switch right here. That's going to flick open. That's your positive over here. That's where you're going to ground it for your negative. This, never hook it up to. This will always blow the fuse in your fuse box, and that is not a cheap repair. Now, maintenance wise, hybrid has, I think, half a liter more coolant in it. Otherwise, it's exactly the same as the gas. Now, as we're looking down, that does have the luxury grille versus the sport grille. You do get the headlight washers as well with the triple beam headlights. In the side view mirrors, you're going to get your blind spot monitoring. They are power folding mirrors. The other thing that they do have is the signal lights on the sides of the mirrors there too. Show you one more cool thing. They have the LED light bar came out in 2023, but it is really nice that way as well. Sometimes you can't see it during the day. Now you do have the solar tinted front windows and rear, or front side windows. These are actually factory tinted though in the back. With the Executive Package, your lumbar support goes up and down, not just in and out. And then this one you can actually see extends the seat out like that. You get the height control and then your tilt and everything too. Now I have set this one, it has the illumination package, so you can actually change it. It's just set to bamboo, I believe, right now, which is like that green. And your switches and stuff, you'll see that same kind of green and in the sides and that here too. Now it has the Lexus sort of where it lights up on the ground when you open the door. Built in as well. It's got the Mark Levinson audio system with sort of the suede on the doors. This one has the Peppercorn interior, so if you are looking to know what that interior is, that's the Peppercorn. It has the open pore ash wood with the Sumi ink, which is like a Japanese calligraphy ink. In here, you're going to have your wireless or your wireless charge pad, yeah. Side vents or side console opens both ways. And then your cup holder can push down if you have a taller mug. There is a button here I'll show you after that pops that back up. This one's going to give you that full panoramic sunroof or moonroof, depending what you want to call it. In the back, it has your vent for the battery, so you want to make sure that stays clear. It is power folding seats, or has power folding seats. You can recline them back there as well. You get your cup holder. This is that console lid. If you ever see rear console lid, that's what they're talking about. Cup holders in the middle. And then you're going to get your USB-C ports, heated and cooled seats, and rear climate control just down below there. As well as your side vents are all built into this package too. As we come around the back, the luxury package has that lower bumper piece. Down underneath here, you do have a camera washing nozzle. It has a kick sensor for the tailgate. So you just kick your leg, always step back, or the sensors will think you're still standing there and won't open the hatch. Underneath here, even on the hybrid, you do get the spare tire. It looks like for 2025 they've added this additional insulation that wasn't actually there on the previous model. If you ever need to charge the vehicle, or if you want to put a trickle charger, it is just right underneath here. And that's the battery that actually starts the car, not for the hybrid mode, but that's the one that actually starts the car. And you get the nice privacy cover in the back. That's come standard too. And you're going to have your first aid kit from Lexus and your main manuals. In Canada, because I know a lot of people will ask, this is the cargo liner we offer that also goes up the back of the seats. And there are power folding seats from the switches here too. And that middle seat, just from right here, can fold down independently as well. Up top, you got one button that closes the door, one that pushes and locks it. With that one, you simply push it, you'll hear the car beep. As it notices you walking away, it will shut the hatch, and then you'll notice it locks the door. Coming around side, when the doors are locked, you do have the gas cap is locked too. And your gas cap release is just on the inside here. So you simply push and hold that. And it's actually saying fuel doors opening, so it just takes a second with the hybrid, just because I had it running earlier. Now with the fuel door, you can take your gas cap off and put it here. So you never want to just have it dangling and scratching up your car. That's what it's for. Always make sure, like any Toyota and Lexus, when you do put the fuel cap on, that clicks, because it'll do a fuel pressure test. If that's not sealed properly, your engine light comes on. And since there is no sticker, you can use premium or regular gas in this model here too. On the driver's side, automatic power folding mirrors. You can manually hit that to turn them on too. To get out of the car, should the battery die on you, you pull this twice. Otherwise, push the button, push the door with your arm. The nice thing with that is, say if you have coffee or something in your hand, you can just simply push this with your finger and push the door with your elbow and not have to set something down. First world problem, I know, but still something that works good. You get change holder and everything with the velvet touch, so you don't hear stuff rattling around. Power tilt and telescopic steering wheel. Automatic high beams can be turned on from there. And then the back hatch can be opened from there too. Just like the passenger side, you do have the extender on the seat. They are heated and cooled seats like the back. And then your lumbar support for your lower back that moves up and down too. And then your height control, of course. With the driver's seat though, you do have settings for 3, and that'll set your seat, steering wheel, and your mirrors all together. One other thing before we go in, there is a motor that powers the third, sorry, not the third, there's a third motor, but your electric motor that powers just the rear wheels, that's a full electric as well. So with the hybrid, when you're accelerating, you'll get power to all 4 wheels. Once it's up to speed, it will transfer most of it, if not all of it, to the front. All right, so let's start it up. This is the new digital MID screen, the 12.3, I believe. So it's full digital screen now versus the previous generation. And then here we'll set this, set it later, continue. It does have the Lexus app. With that Lexus app, you do get free, in Canada, for 3 years, free remote starter. Climate control, you can turn on concierge, whatever you set your temperature at. Your seats, the steering wheel, and the internal temperature of the car will basically match that temperature there. One thing, if you do ever notice your car says check rear seats, if you go under here, under vehicle customize, utility, you'll see the rear seat reminder. I would advise turning it off because it does get annoying. It sends you reminders every time you open your back door to check, and then it also will make the car beep 3 times. When you do click on the 3 little buttons there, sport, eco, normal mode. This is normal. That's your sport mode, and that's your eco mode. In here, you're also going to see you have HUD, which is head-up display, full mode. That will change your head-up display to have more features built into it, like your audio, where you're going to be turning and that kind of stuff. Also in here, as you scroll over, you will find proactive drive assist. Very similar to how your radar cruise control, but it works when you're not using radar cruise. And then all your roadside signs and stuff are in there too. Also in here, you can go to energy flow. That's going to show you the rear motor, your gas and electric motor in the front, and then your power that you have currently in the battery. If you do have questions about any of this, I can always just comment below, of course, and I can do a video specifically on that. Otherwise, customize. You can customize your head-up display. You can switch the meter. So where it says type 1, in here, you're going to see type 2 and type 3, depending what you want to see. Type 1 is obviously by default. Illumination is going to change your theme. So we got the green there. If I go bamboo, if I want to switch it to meteor, you're going to see it goes to the purple, the flare red, heat blue, sunset, whatever you want to choose. You can switch all of that too. And that's going to change things like, under here and stuff like that as well. That button that we talked about earlier. So if your cup holders are pushed down, you push this to release. That brings your cup holder up. You do have the additional charging ports. If you want to keep your car plugged in to use not wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, that's the port to do it. Park Assist here is going to load your automatic parking. You do have to have your seatbelt turned on, but that's where you do your parallel parking, pull you out of parallel parking, back in driving, and then your 360 camera, of course, there too. So you are going to see these 2 little lights. They are not visible if you're not using a camera. Those are eye tracking recording devices. So that'll actually look for your eyeballs. And if you're looking away too long, this is going to basically detect and give you a little reminder that, hey, your eyes are not on the road. You do get navigation, which is also free for 3 years. And after that, you just use your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto like most of us would. Underneath here, you got your garage door openers. You flick that, you got the digital rear view mirror. Now that's designed so if I had cargo right up to the roof and I couldn't see out that back window, I could flick that digital mirror and still see out the back window. Up top, you also have this button here, which is going to open your sunshade. You can stop it part way if you like, and then this one will open your sunroof control, and then you have your SOS button if you need to call to activate subscription or roadside assistance or anything like that. So other than that, your heated steering wheel is here. It is heated all the way around. You'll see it has that same open pore ash wood with the Sumi ink around the steering wheel on that part too, which is really nice. And then here you got your controls for the head-up display. So it's going to show like this in here, but that'll actually show up on your heads-up display too. Same with this side here. And then if you push this button, it flips to show what else is displayed. So that is new for 2025. Lane departure alert, radar cruise control can be turned on from there. Steering wheel audio controls for your volume are there. Otherwise, this is how you would do it. And you can see it skips to the next song and that as well. So fairly detailed version of the top model RX. But if you do have any questions, like and subscribe. That definitely helps. And I can do any additional videos if you have questions too. Thanks for watching. It's Mike here at Lexus South Point in Edmonton, Alberta.